Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole?
Standing by. They're in 15th. Understood. Stopping this lap.
So it's all about speed in today's sprint, not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? We start a lap here at Shanghai with the long, difficult right-handers of turns 1 and 2, the first of 16 corners that make up this 3.3-mile circuit. The incredibly long back straight provides the best passing opportunity of the lap, with speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour before we head into the braking zone of turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Surfer Girl lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Oscar Piastri, Norris, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Sainz, Ricciardo, Albon, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Joe, Sargent, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. We're almost ready to start the sprint as the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Stay with them. They might make a mistake and we can still regain the position. Norris has just put in the fastest lap of the race so far. For a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Okay, so that's a red flag, no overtaking, and let's get back into the pits, please. Okay, far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go and there's still a big opportunity there. I know deja vu here, but there's a good opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on. Side pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperatures. Cooling may be adversely affected. The side pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperatures. Cooling may be adversely affected. Get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. Okay, clear. Okay, good work. Great pass. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Okay, you're dropping a few tenths per lap to the car ahead. They're just edging away. our teammate by 13.6 seconds. Final lap.
We can fight.
Well, that's an end to the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time. Now here's something we haven't said for a little while. Welcome along to qualifying in China. After a few years absence from the calendar, it is great to be back here. But just who is going to put their car on pole?
Okay, here's an update. We've got a leak in the hydraulic system, so it's going to be a few minutes before we can get you back out on track, I'm afraid. Check's complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage. That's us down into P16 now. Okay, we can take you this lap.
It's time again then for Formula One in Shanghai. Northwest of the thriving city of over 24 million people is a circuit that first featured in the championship calendar back in 2004. It played host to Formula One's 1000th Grand Prix back in 2019. The ever-tightening turns of 1 and 2 will prove tricky in the slippery conditions here in Shanghai, and anyone that slides wide will lose a lot of time getting back on track. Turn 14 should still be the best place for overtaking, but we'll have to see some improvement in the weather before the drivers can take advantage of that DRS assistance. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Surfer Girl lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Tsunoda, Sainz, Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, Gasly, Ocon, Sargent, Magnussen, Joe, and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometres an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance, but because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. These are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. So as all the cars take their positions on the grid, the teams will be hoping their strategies pay off for them in today's race. The question I'm asking is which teams have got it right, and which ones have got it horribly wrong?
Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving. 20.2 seconds. Right, we have 2 stops left in this strategy, 2 more stops planned. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time, 5 laps. Track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet. Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap. Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. We should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water. The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track yet. Inters look like the best tyre for now. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, we're boxing this lap, give us the best in lap you can. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Right, let's go, come on! You only have to stop once now, one stop left. Okay, this is not your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting them. They're going to be coming in soon. Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting. Bring your tyres in gently and let's go for it. Okay, this isn't our true position. They haven't yet pitted and they're on a one-stopper. So don't waste time fighting because they should be coming in soon. Copy. times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this. Confirmed. Experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Certainly eased off for the time being, but we've still got a lot of standing water out there. We're happy for you to stay out on the inters for now. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.5 seconds. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 39.3 seconds. Increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep it up. It's Verstappen ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.7 seconds. They're on old intermediates. Their tyres are 13 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time, 1 minute 55.9. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing. stop now. Okay, nice work. Really good job with that target, mate. Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being. So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Okay, off we go, back into the race. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, mate, picking your moments to use ERS is important, so let's try and be as consistent as possible with it, please. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Leading the pack, that's P1. Verstappen behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on old intermediates. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 9 laps to go. I've got information on Albon for you. They're retiring from the race. Okay, we've got to focus on the VSC Delta. Forget the old objective. Okay, So, all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Green flag. started the final lap of the race. Final lap. fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
It's victory in Shanghai, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix.
And that's 2 wins in a row now. It's the start of potentially something special, but they can't get ahead of themselves just yet. It's a long way to go.
The quality and fantastic result of the Haas team will have been noticed by everybody else out there today. You can see why everyone's taking them so seriously. These drivers will be hot property by the end of the season. What an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.